Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you doing today? Happy new month. I remain my humble self, Eminence Augusta, the Alpha Lion Entrepreneur. So if you're new to this channel, you're highly welcome. Welcome to the Alpha Lion Entrepreneur channel. You are highly welcome. Do well to let us know how the content that you're receiving here is, how it has been impacting your life, how you've been able to put into action the knowledge that you're receiving here, what you've learned, the life skills that you're receiving here in order to attain success for your life. So today, we'll be talking about how to build your network. Yes, how to build your network. You always know the saying that says your network is directly proportional to your net worth. Yes, your network, the people you surround yourself with determines how successful you will be in the financial world. So are you here and you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you're an emerging executive, are you here, you're a project leader or an aspiring leader, an inspirational or aspirational leader? Now, and if you're here and you've been wondering how to increase your net worth using what you already have and what you already know, or maybe you're here, you're thinking of how to better your circle of friends, the circle of people you surround yourself with, or you're looking for a system that you can follow for success. If you're here and you're asking yourself if you've been wasting time all this while trying to reach to other people that can help you succeed. Some of us will have that kind of question. Have we been wasting our time trying to reach other persons that will help us succeed? Or you could be here, you're wondering, what is it that you're doing wrong? Why is it that everything that you want in life, that success that you desire, is not forthcoming? Now, some of us will ask, why is this topic, how to build your network, important? Now, why this topic, how to build your network, is important right now is because I know that some of you listening to me right now, some of you in this channel listening to me right now, I know that you are not happy with your current situation. Yes, I'm very aware that a lot of us, the kind of life we are living is not the kind of life we deserve or that we desire, meaning we are not happy with our current situation. But you know what? There is a potential in each and every one of us. And you listening to me, you know that there is a potential in you. Now, the issue many of us are having is that we don't know how to move forward with the potential that we already have. Why some of us, you need a reset button. You just need a button in your life that you need to touch and reset and get everything all started all over again in order for you to do what? In order for you to attain massive success in your life. Some of us, you'll be wondering, how do you grow personally? How do you grow personally? How can you break the growth roof, the growth ceiling? Because many of us, just like the frog in the jar, just like a lid, you know the fly called a lid. Once you put it in a jar and you cover it, it keeps flying up, hitting the jar, hitting the cover of the jar. And once it sees that it keeps hitting, it gets tired and weak. And even when you finally open the jar for it to fly, just because its mindset is telling you that you are trapped, you're trapped, even when the lid of the jar is open, the fly will not fly away. That is the mindset. So are you here and you're wondering how you can break through the growth ceiling in your mind? Others could be asking the question, how do I get the full version of what God has for me in my professional life? Because many of us have seen that we are lost in life. We keep asking ourselves, are you doing the right thing? Am I in the right direction? How do I know exactly what God has for me? Now, I need each and every one of us to imagine a life where you are able to live a stress-free life, not worrying about anything. How to achieve all the things that you can only but imagine, because what you cannot picture in your mind, you cannot have it in your hand, you can't have it in reality. Now imagine that you've learned how to leverage on relationships regardless of who you know and increase your net worth. Yes, just imagine if you know exactly what to change in your life, what exactly to change in your mindset and create a new opportunity instead of you to sit down and wait for opportunity. Trust me, opportunity don't go knocking on people's door. Rather, you rise up to the occasion and do what? Go out there and do what? Seek for the opportunity you want. In today's episode, my aim in today's episode is to share with us the key that I'm using to advance my life, to advance my career. In fact, my mentor, Dr. Samuel Adeyemi, will always give me practical steps that I can use and one can use to achieve massive success in life. And also, I'm going to walk you through the new ways you can view your situation and the mindset that you are needed to move forward. Now, Jim Rohn will always tell me that It's not about being a millionaire. Being a millionaire is very simple. Making your first million is difficult, but once you achieve that, making your next million is simple. But it's not all about the money you're making or the success you're achieving. He said, in order for you to achieve the kind of success you want, you need to become a different person. When you've achieved a height, when you've overcome a lot of challenges to get you to where you are right now, because success will never lower a standard for you. You have to rise up to the occasion of it. Now, it's not about the result, it's about who you are becoming. Know that the kind of life you desire and the kind of life you want, you need to become someone different. And the only way you can become is by facing the challenges life will throw at you, because that is a test to prove that you are really worthy of that person. So I've seen a lot of people do things right. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of wrong things. I myself am no saint. I've failed in a lot of things. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've taken advantage of the value of all the failure and mistakes has given to me. So how did I get away from my failure? How did I get away from living a depressed and frustrated life to now living a freedom journey life? Yes, because I'm not there. It's a journey. I'm now living a freedom journey life. I've moved from being an introverted, insecure, battered lady to being a CEO of my life, to being a CEO of my company, to being a professional network marketer, to being an extraordinary entrepreneur, to being a business consultant. Right now, I'm living life on my terms. So what is it? What is that thing? What does it take to achieve that? Now, here is the secret. Here is the secret. Your net worth is an indicator for your financial state. Let me repeat it. Your net worth is an indicator for your financial state. It is called net because it's the value that is left after you are done spending on liability. That value of your financial state that is left when you are done spending on other things, on other liability, and also from what you owe as an asset. That is your net worth. Is the value that is left after you deducted what you owe liabilities from what you own as an asset. That is your net worth. So to build a net worth, acquiring assets is the most important thing you need to pay your attention on. Yes, your attention should be on acquiring assets. That should be your top priority. Have you noticed that acquiring assets is a part of, in fact, when you go to rich family, acquiring assets is the discussion on the dining table. But when you go to poor family, acquiring liability is the discussion on the table. So I need you to know that for you to build your net worth, acquiring assets has to be your priority. That should be the highest priority that you should have. Now, poor people discuss on how to acquire the appreciating assets, but rich people talk about how to acquire income generating assets and also appreciated assets. That's what rich people do. Now, what is the difference? There are two types of assets. Now, when I ask the question, is a house an asset? Everybody will tell me yes. Is a car an asset? Everybody will tell me yes. But there's two types of assets, and your understanding of these two types of assets is going to increase your net worth. We have the income generating assets. These are assets, business systems that put money in your pocket on a daily basis. If you don't have a business system that solves problem by using its value in terms of goods or services, putting money in your pocket on a daily basis, then trust me, you've not started to the journey of financial freedom. Now, when you have the income producing assets, then you now talk about what? Appreciating assets. Yes, so let's talk about the appreciating asset and depreciating asset. What's a depreciating asset? A depreciating asset is definitely an asset, but with time, these are assets that with time, as time goes on, with time, it doesn't increase in value. Rather, time reduces its value, such as cars, houses, unless when you renovate that houses, clothes, household equipment, and the rest of them. Now, I read a book called The Millionaire Next Door, and Thomas Stanley and Williams Danko, they said that in America, most of the millionaires, they don't buy a brand new car. In fact, it's only 23% of millionaires in the United States buy brand new car, and when they buy it, they use that car for over 10 years. Unlike buying a lot of cars that you are not even using, you are just acquiring liabilities and leaving it in. It's an asset, but it's going to devalue, because in the next 5-10 years, a new brand of car is going to come on board. So now let's shift our mindset. Like I had with my mentor, Dr. Samuel Adeyemi. Now, by using the strategy he taught me to use, and that is what I'm currently using, and I'll be listing that strategy right now. Number one, some people will always say that the only thing that they can invest in, the only item that they can buy is and the only assets they can buy is only an asset that puts money or that bring money into their pocket. You already know liabilities are things that take away money from your pocket, while assets are things that bring money into your pocket. Now, there will always be assets within your range. Many of us will say, hey, I don't have 8 million to get started with real estate to buy land. It's not true. Your financial stability, your financial level, there's always an asset within your range of what? Affordability. So you need to learn how to leverage on what? Time. Leverage on time to multiply what you have. Leverage on time, leverage on people. Your net worth is directly proportional to your net worth. You are an average of the 5 people you surround yourself. So the people you surround yourself will determine how wealthy you are, determine the amount in your bank account. Study compound interest. Start very early in life to start building a business that puts cash flow into your pocket on a daily basis, because cash flow is king. When you look at the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, you see that the business owners, the business builders are the king in that quadrant. Why? Because that is where cash flow is ensured on a daily basis. So you need to have a long-term goal when you're building a business. Even when you are going on an investment, you need to have a long-term goal. It's not all about now, it's about the long term. Have a long-term view and be patient. If you're not patient in building a business, then trust me, you cannot attain financial freedom. Get rich quick scheme normally turns up to get poor quick scheme. There's nothing like a fastest route to success. There's nothing like a secret, but there is a system, and you must diligently, patiently follow the system. You must undergo the law of process. It's unavoidable. So the earlier you start building a business right now, the better for you. Start in your 20s, start in your 30s. If you've missed your 20s and 30s in starting up a business, the best time to start a business is today. Just like the great sayings that go that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but another best time to plant a tree is now, today. Make a decision today, because as long as you can make the decision today, trust me, your future will be brighter. Now, the third thing is what? Build your net worth. Cut down on your liabilities. Focus on things you need and not things you want. That is the only way you can cut down on your liability. Cut down on your debt. One major thing, people collect debt, borrow debt to do or to acquire liabilities. That's very wrong. The only debt, in fact, even when you collect debt to treat an illness or a patient, is wrong. The only debt you should be collecting is a debt that you use in starting a business. Starting a business, not an investment. Starting a business. One major thing that influences our approach to assets and liability is what? Our net worth. One of the major things that influences our approach to assets and liability in terms of building our net worth is our relationship. The kind of people you will surround yourself with. Guys, I know the value of relationship. The level where I am right now is as a result of the people I've surrounded myself with. The things I know in the financial world is as a result of the people I surround myself with. So your level, the amount of net worth you're going to have is determined by your net worth. The amount of net worth you're going to have is determined by your net worth. The kind of people you network with, the kind of relationship you keep, the kind of people you surround yourself with. Stop surrounding yourself with people that are not adding value to your family members, your loved one, your friends. Cut away from those relationships. It's of no good to you. Rise up in relationships. Successful people, as they climb the ladder, they lose friends and they make new friends. Very important. Just like a friend of mine, a friend of mine, yeah, he's an elderly person. He just retired from he's a pilot. So he told me, he was telling me a story that all the while he was piloting, he has been making money, spending, but the thing that saved him right now that he has retired was one of his friends. While he was still in service, his friend encouraged him and pushed him to go and acquire a land in a bush. In fact, when going to acquire that land, he was so scared that he doesn't even know if he'll come out alive because it was in a bush. But guess what? 15-20 years later, that land he acquired was now worth over 20 million naira. What he did was to build a house, rent out a lot of apartments, then now was able to sell off the land. Now, assuming he didn't do that, will he have something to fall back to? So those of us that are employed, don't just depend on salary, spending money and doing all that. Now, I need you to know that if you are a salary earner, you need to store up your money and start a business as fast as you can, a side business, a side hustle, a business that you can build part-time, so that when you retire you have that business putting money in your pocket on a daily basis. Then from your SSs you can now do what? You can now start investing in real estate and the rest of them. But remember, the most important investment you can ever invest in is in yourself. If you do not invest in yourself, then you are very, very wrong. Invest in yourself. Start up a business that have a proven system, that puts money in your pocket on a daily basis, that have a value that you uses in solving people's problem, either through goods or service. And trust me, the best place to get started for those of us that have nothing to do is network marketing, because that's the business school for entrepreneurs, and that is the level whereby you can attain financial wealth irrespective of your level, your capability, your ability, irrespective of whether you have money or not, because the entry is low. Yes, that's my advice for most of us out there, because though that's a topic for another day, there are only 3 types of businesses you can get started with, because I always tell people comfort is the new risk, save is the new risk. If you choose to stay in your comfort zone, that is the risk. And trust me, if you want to be successful in life, live your life in a way that when you die or when you're sick, you look back and smile to yourself and tell yourself a job well done, meaning you did all your dreams and you were never playing safe. Yes, remember last week we talked about faith being risk, being the spelling of what? Faith. So that is my advice for you today. So come on guys, let's go to the comments box and check in. It's check-in time. Tell me, what did you learn? Was it helpful? Yes or no? If yes, how was it helpful to you? How did you learn? What did you learn from today's episode? I believe you learned how to build your net worth in order to grow your net worth. Then take action right now. If you learned something from from the content I just gave today, then take action immediately. Do it right away. Don't procrastinate. Don't say I'll do. Start now. Make a decision now. Now, what if you could take everything I just gave you here, the 3 strategies, and learn to apply them in your life right now? What will happen to you? I would like to know. Will it make a difference for you? Now, do you know how to? Some of you may like, you don't know your left and your right, and you really need an assistant. Do you want to know how I can help you? Then all I need you to do, if yes, you need an assistant in applying this strategy, then go to the chat box or go to the comment section. If you want to have a roadmap towards success and you want an accountability partner in order for you to create the opportunities that matter so much to you, I need you to connect with our administrative office using the contact posted below. Yes, contact that number below if you want to get in touch with us for us to give you a roadmap and also an accountability partner to you on your way to success. Now, before I finalize, I would like us to take notes of this. Mentorship and coaching is very necessary. Currently, I'm the National Secretary of Realistic Dream Initiative. It's an NGO that ensures that people live a massively successful life full of abundance. Now, what do? We mentor and we coach people on how to build businesses, on how to build customer bases, on how best to build systems, on how best to give out value to people, on how best to build an organization. And this training is done for 3 good years. Now, the fee for this training is 6.4 million, and you must undergo our millionaire school for 6 months, which was 1 million naira. But if you get in contact with our administrator right now by contacting the phone number below, then trust me, you'll be giving just the first 10. It's not for everybody. The first 10 persons to contact, you'll be giving a free access, almost at nothing, a free access to enroll in our millionaire school, though an eligibility will be done. Yes, a selection will be done to know if you are really the right success partner that will be taking advantage of the millionaire school and our mentorship and coaching program for 3 good years. Yes, so just contact the administrator. So mentorship and coaching is very necessary in life, and if you want to be a high achiever, if you want to be part of the high achiever club, then you must seek out for mentorship and coaching. Now, I have invested a lot of money in mentorship, and I'm still investing a lot of money in mentorship and in coaching. Trust me, mentorship and coaching has shortened my journey to financial freedom. It has shortened my journey to success. So guys, thank you very much, and I hope this was helpful to you. Go to the comment section and let's know how it was helpful to you. So thank you very much, and see you in our next episode. For those of us that are new, welcome to the Alpha Lion Entrepreneur. I remain my humble self in Augusta, the Alpha Lion Mentor, and you are welcome to the Alpha Lion Entrepreneur. So kindly like the content if you know the value that we gave today was impactful in your life, and click on the red button, the subscribe button, so that you can get all notifications that is being posted on this channel. Thank you very much, and see you in our next episode. Bye bye.